Hi, I am Kajer on Two Wheels, and I've just met Angela Merkel. Or rather, I met a subscriber with the absolutely epic YouTube name of Angela Merkel. He's the happy owner of a brand new CBR 500R, and he recognized me, you guessed it, from the Mohawk. Now, topic is something that came up along with during our little conversation, which is just how personal it is when you go and buy a motorcycle. Motorcycles really require you to test drive them, or at the very least sit on them, because it's a very personal object. You're wrapped around the machine, and if the ergonomics aren't perfectly right, it just feels wrong. So if you don't feel comfortable on top of the bike, there's really not much use in buying it. So it's a very personal thing. That's why dealerships that don't allow you to sit on the bikes avoid. Okay, they just don't understand bikes, so they aren't qualified to actually sell you one. And you should always, if possible, test drive one. This is a bit harder for some dealerships to do, because reboot. It involves quite a bit of risk to them. What happens if you crash? Well, usually you sign a waiver saying that you'll pay for repairs, but that might not work for some people. You might say you're going to pay for repairs, but then it's a very lengthy and awkward and rough process. So some dealerships just do test drives on only the most popular machines. Another way they do, at least in Portugal they do it, is that the importer, the guy that actually imports the machines into Portugal, they have some machines that then rotate around the dealerships. Or they have a stock of machines which they can then lend to the dealerships when they want. For example, that's what happened to the FZ6R I tested. They didn't have one. They're not going to have one of every bike, because it's really expensive. So they didn't have one, so they asked Yamaha Portugal to send them one. Yamaha sent them one, and I'm just going to be here on the shade. Yamaha sent them one, and they then lended it to me for the test drive and kept it for, I don't know, 5 days or something for other test drives. So that's how it works. But you should really test drive it. If you can't test drive it at the dealership you're going to buy, test drive it somewhere else. Don't be shy, because you can really want the bike. It can be the perfect bike for you, and then you sit on it and you just go, no, sorry, that's not gonna work. It happened to me when I went to buy my CBF 125. The bike I really wanted was the Sim Wolf, or SYM. I don't know how you call it in your country, but I'm just going to call it the way we do, which is the Sim Wolf. It's a naked bike from Sim, which is a South Korean manufacturer, if I remember correctly, and it looks awesome. It's a little 125 that looks like a 600cc bike. Fantastic looks, good build quality, had all the right boxes. And then I sat on it, and it just didn't work. The handlebar was too far forwards, and I felt I was like reaching for it. It was 5 centimeters too far away. It was just that subtle. And so I had to buy the 125, the CBF 125. I wouldn't be comfortable riding the Sim Wolf, so I just gave up on it instantly. On the other hand, the CBF 125 was built for me. It was perfect for me. So it's a very personal thing. You can see all the reviews you want on YouTube, you can read on it, but never buy a bike without at least sitting on it, or you can be sorely disappointed. Of course, it can also be perfect, but it's too dangerous. It's too much of an investment for you to just blindly buy. You have to sit on it, preferably even test drive it, and then buy it. The YouTube reviews, the pictures, all the math, the schematics, whatever you want. That's just to choose a couple of models, but then you have to put your bum on it and feel the bike. Yeah, so that's, I guess that's about. Let these people past. Come on, dude. Yeah, it's a camera. Hello, you're on YouTube. Okay. So, other than the personal thing, then you have to consider, that's how you choose the models you want, what you want to do with the bike. But that's the practicality part, as if it was a freaking car. Jesus fudge me. Okay, where was I? Oh, Jesus, I even lost myself. No, that's the practicality bit, choosing what you want to do with the bike and if it does what you want to do with it. But the deal breaker then is the ergonomics and if you feel well on it. And there's no magic formula for this. It depends if the bike was designed for a tall person, for a short person, how far away the foot pegs are from the seat, how far away the handlebars are from the seat, up and forwards. It depends on a lot of factors. It even can depend on the shape of the seat itself, because a more plush, wider seat can make you have to spread your legs too much, and then you don't like that position, and so forth. Or a very thin seat might make you have to tuck your legs in, so you're going to have to keep having to use force to keep your legs tucked in, and then you don't want it. Depends on a lot of things, but it's a really personal thing, because after a while a bike does become an extension of you. It's not an object, it's not a tool. It very quickly becomes part of you, and when you're riding you are one, so you better be one correctly. Know what I'm saying? You're going to be riding as one. It's your partner, it's your friend when you're riding, so you better be comfortable with it, or else it will be wrong, just awkward. So yeah, that's it. Cage, you're out.